Hey, Roxy, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Thank you for being here. So your husband is experiencing shocks. Please explain.
Absolutely. He describes this as electrical shocks that go throughout his body and cause him pain. Sometimes he states the pain is tolerable. Other times he claims that the pain is so bad that it catches him off guard, and he has these outbursts. He's fallen because he says his legs get weak and give out. His arms have locked up on him.
And how did this all start?
This all started happening, all these symptoms started developing shortly after he had COVID.
Okay. Did you see a doctor?
We did, as things started coming on. We started with his primary care physician, and then we have since seen 3 neurologists and a specialist.
Okay. And what's triggering these shocks that he's having?
We don't know.
Got it. So we actually have some video of the shocks that you're talking about. Can I see the video?
What? God. Did it again. God.
It's interesting because it looks comical, like you want to laugh, but then you also want to be empathetic and think like maybe there could be something going on, right? Like, because you get a sense like, is that acting? But then you're like, well, maybe not. So y'all's paying some real money to see what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, why did you take that deep breath and was like,
It's hard. It's really tough. He's not working. Everything falls on me. And it's a struggle.
Yeah. You feel overwhelmed right now?
I do.
Yeah, okay. How do the shocks affect life at home for him?
Well, I have to do a lot. I work a career and then I come home and I'm basically, running the household. We have 2 children at home as well too. So, they try to help out as they can, but it's difficult. I don't have the same comical, upbeat, energetic husband that I married.
So I just want to be clear with you. He has not been diagnosed with anything, correct?
Correct.
You wanted him to take a lie detector test to prove that the shocks are real.
Yes.
Okay, then. Well, listen, everyone, I think I'm ready to meet your husband, Quan. Everybody, please welcome Quan to the show. And just to let everyone know, the reason that your wife is not here is because she's at home with the kids.
Yes.
So she couldn't make it here today, otherwise she was going to be here. They're not having some marital issues right now. It's just she's at home with the kids.
Right.
But you've been trying to get answers for a while.
Yes, for almost 3 years.
Yeah.
2 neurologists and 1 specialist.
Got it.
Actually, recently.
And hearing your wife say that she has doubts that she doesn't believe anymore, does that hurt? Because I know you said you get
Of course
teary-eyed.
that hurts. Like, I mean, she's the only one that's basically taking me to the doctor's appointments to see what medications I need. She actually makes up all my medications for me. So, so I don't even know what I'm supposed to take or what I'm not supposed to take. But so
She's been doing everything
she does
for
it
you.
all.
How often did you experience these shocks?
Every day, every morning, from the time I wake up till nighttime. It may give me 2 to 3 hours a day. It may hit me 4 to 5 hours a day. But there's never a day to where I don't have shocks.
And what changed since you started getting the shocks?
Right after I had COVID, that's when it started off really gradual and like a tingle.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, boom.
So why was this lie detector test important to you?
So I can prove
Yeah.
that I need this for disability. I can't work like this. I can't work with shocks. I can't do anything.
Yeah.
I can't even drive.
Yeah.
If I drive,
Because this changed your whole quality of life.
yeah, it does.
And so I asked your wife about that question about like what were you like before? And she said that you were driving, y'all were going on dates, y'all were active.
Yeah, we were leaving for the weekend. You know.
Do you miss that life?
Yeah, I do.
Do you ever feel like maybe you'll never get that life back?
Yep, that's exactly what it feels like.
Have the shocks gotten worse or changed since they started?
Oh, it's definitely got worse.
And there was an incident at work while you were having one of these shocks?
Yeah.
What happened?
I was on a forklift. And the forklift, actually my right leg pushed on the pedal.
Because of the shock?
Exactly, the shock hit like boom. And then when I did that, the load tipped it over like that. Now, if there was some person standing on the other side, they would have got all those boxes.
Got it. And how does your family feel about your mystery illness?
They don't believe it. I'm just gonna leave it like that. They don't believe it. They don't
I mean,
believe
because
it
you
at
got a twin brother. And how's your relationship with your twin brother?
all. I haven't talked to him in about 6 months.
Wow. Why did you distance yourself?
Because it's kind of like me telling everybody that I do have an illness, and nobody's listening to what I'm saying. Nobody's believing it. And then including my own twin brother, he's like, yeah, right, come on. And I'm like, dude, I'm being very sincere to you. Like, out of all of our years living together as twins, I've never lied to you. You can't make this up.
Okay. Well, we don't know. That's why you're here for that lie detector test.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, listen, I'm ready to meet your twin brother Laz, because your twin brother Laz doesn't agree that you actually are having these. So everyone, welcome to the show, Laz.
Woo.
Laz, welcome to the show, man.
How you doing?
Thank you. So how do you feel about this?
I don't believe it.
You don't believe it?
I don't. We twin brothers, man. I haven't talked to you since like 6 months ago, right?
Yeah.
And the last time I even physically seen you was in 2021.
Right.
That's a huge gap, man.
Yeah, it's a huge gap. I know it.
Quit playing, man. Come on.
You say alleged illness. Explain.
Because when we were kids, we had heart murmurs. And you know that. We would try to go to football practice, and we couldn't play football because it hindered us. So now, right now, he's saying he has this rare condition. I think it's just a rare case of lies. You think I need attention or something? You think I need attention? I need attention, so I'm going to say, oh, I'm going to make this a disease or illness. Hey, oh. This is my real life. I'm actually getting shocks. No matter what anybody else say or think, I'm getting shocks. And I don't want the whole focus to just be all on me like that, man.
You've been to a neuropsychologist, and you spent, you got billed $2,870. You went to another neuropsychologist. It was $695. You went to, I mean, it's just bills upon bills of you going out. Yes, you have a copay that makes it cheaper, but have you seen this?
No,
he's going?
but I'm going to fake that, though. To tell you it's unknown. But, yeah, exactly. To tell me something that's unknown. The only reason
for me is I'm like, why would somebody spend this much money? You want to see this? To spend this much money to do what? Well, listen, I actually invited one of my friends here. His name is Dr. Ian Smith, because I needed somebody who's a medical doctor to be here to talk to us. Dr. Ian, how you doing, man?
Karamo, good to see you, man.
Dr. Ian, you've been listening in, and I need you to help shed some light on this mystery. So, Dr. Ian, what are your thoughts on Quan's mystery shocks?
So, this is difficult on many levels, actually. But what I find interesting is that what people have to understand, and I'm not, by the way, saying that this for sure is related to COVID. So, I will say that these are very interesting and very unique symptoms. He's mentioning paresthesias, which is the tingling and the prickling of his nerves. He's also talking about musculoskeletal issues. So it is possible that, it could be sequelae from COVID. No one can say for sure. You can't prove it or disprove it. But I will say this. He's been on for the last maybe 10 minutes or so. He's not had any symptoms whatsoever or any close to symptoms. So it makes me wonder if these symptoms are real. I'm not saying they're not, but if the symptoms are real, what really what triggers these symptoms, number one? Number two, I would say that he's been to neuropsychologists. He's been to a neurologist. He has no diagnosis. This is obviously something that's neurological and musculoskeletal and, maybe like a tic, a nervous tic, we call it. And so it's hard to say. All you can really do, Karamo, which is what you're about to do, is see whether or not he's lying about it and, that he's really experiencing these. But that doesn't prove or disprove whether or not it's connected to COVID.
Got it. Okay. Dr. Ian, I got to ask you this real quick. How many times have you seen people in your career say, like, they feel something and yet it's unexplained? Is that something that happens often?
It happens more often than we would like and more often than patients would like. And you do the best you can with a battery of tests to try to find a diagnosis. But I think there's more afoot here. I think there's more going on here. It seems to be a very complicated family dynamic. The twin situation is troubling to me. There's a history here that we obviously have not gotten into.
You're right about that, Dr. Ian. That's where I step in. That's my expertise when we start getting emotional and mental health. But I appreciate you being here, Dr. Ian. Thank you for shedding some light on that. Thank you so much. I gotta tell y'all this. I gotta tell y'all one of the things, like, I respect Dr. Ian's opinion and his so much because he's such a smart man and he deals with so many people who have these conditions. And I gotta tell y'all something else. The fact that you haven't had a shock, of course, everybody's like, well, look, he had no shock. You know what I mean? Right. But we shouldn't put our own implications onto you. We shouldn't put our own biases onto you just because we assume you should be in pain 24/7.
Exactly. Yep.
Because your relationships are being affected at the end of the day. And when relationships are being affected, it starts to hurt everybody. And that's what's happening here. We're having a breakdown of two brothers who loved each other, who have to be more empathetic for each other. I understand that you have your disbelief. I understand that you're worried about him. But there has to be more communication. Otherwise, this will start to ricochet and you'll end up spending 20, 30 years not together because you just couldn't be more empathetic to what he's going through. So I think it's time to finally unlock the truth behind this medical mystery. All right, in this envelope, we have unlocked the truth of if you are experiencing this medical condition. The truth is, Quan is not lying about the symptoms and severity of them.
What'd you say? 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 What'd you say?
Hey, let's stand up.
No. What'd you say?
No.
You said what?
No, you good.
You said what
You
now?
good.
You said what now, brother?
All right, now. I told you, man. Told you, dog. Told you, dog. For real. I ain't got a lot for, man. For real.
Hold on. I see, Laz, I see you and Roxy both crying. Take a seat from me. What's going on in your mind right now? Both of y'all are crying?
You.
All of y'all. What's happening?
I told you, man. Don't have to lie. Ah, man, yo. I don't have to lie, man. I'm in pain every day, man. And you think I'm joking? Come on, man. We ain't never did this. Never.
Okay.
Damn. All right, man. All right,
I
all right.
apologize, brother.
I'll take your apology, brother. I'll take your apology, brother. I accept it, brother.
What's going through your head right now?
Oh, man, a lot of things, and I don't even know what to say right now. Because it's real. It's real. Man.
Yeah. The truth is that for him, everything he's experiencing is real.
Real, dog. It's real, dude. I'm like,
And
I don't even know how I'm going to do it some days, dude. Like, to have this, I don't know, man.
yeah.
Oh, man.
Like Dr. Ian said, which was such important, there's many symptoms and things that happen after like epidemics like COVID or other things that we don't really know how symptoms pop up until later on. And I'm no medical doctor, so I can't say anything, but what I do know is that you are experiencing something that is debilitating to you.
Morning and night.
Laz, I know that you want Quan to meet your daughter who is not born yet. She's due in 2024.
Yes, in January 14th. Oh, word? Yeah.
Did you know that?
I got to sing it.
No, you didn't know?
I got to send you an invite too, man. You too, bro. I got to send you an invite. It's next month, a baby shower. Okay. So it'll be good.
Let me tell you something. I think this is the perfect time for y'all have gotten the truth because what it does is it allows the reconnection. Look at that smile. Did y'all just see that with these two brothers right there? Y'all crying too? Because that had me crying. You got everybody in here crying. Roxy, how do you feel?
I don't know. I don't want to say like a terrible wife. I've been supportive, but like it doesn't feel good that I had any doubts in my mind. Like that's my husband. We've been together for 18 years.
Yeah.
And I love seeing these two hug each other and having that connection. Like family means so much to me.
Yeah. Don't have any guilt. I mean, at the end of the day, no one has the answers to this, and everyone's trying to respond again like they think they're doing best. We only go with the facts that we have, but in this moment right here, everyone's finally heard you. We hear you, your family hears you, but you gotta just keep letting them in. Everyone hears you. We hear you. Let them in though. Let them in, okay? You got it? I wish you the best of luck. I wish you the best of luck, and I wish you the best of luck. Congrats on your child, all right?
Do you love the Karamo Show? Yes! Well, we're back for season 2.
So make sure to subscribe to The Karamo Show.